Hi, this is Gina Lazenby speaking to you from one of my favorite cities in the world, that's San Francisco, and I've been here at a conference and we've been looking at some of the major challenges facing the world, and what's really clear is that we need to have new solutions to the old problems that we're facing and these new problems that are emerging. Now, if we're looking at what kind of leadership we need to tackle these problems, interestingly, new research has indicated that the qualities and characteristics of the ideal modern leader, 8 out of 10 of those traits are feminine. This is what a body of research of 64,000 people has agreed. So that's 80% of the characteristics and traits required of a leader. So what does this mean? Well, it means two things. Firstly, we need more women leaders, and we don't have enough, and sadly, a number of those women leaders are leaving. Just take, for example, in the British government, recent research has shown that it's estimated maybe a quarter of female MPs in the Conservative Party won't be standing again at the next general election. And some of those women MPs are first time. It's the first time they've been in government. So there's something about the culture of work in government and business that's increasingly unattractive to women. And that's being increasingly recognised. In the first few weeks of 2014, the Dean of Harvard Business School issued an apology about the school's past behaviour and treatment of female students and professors. He even cited the treatment as being sometimes offensive. Now that's a big deal actually for the organisation to say that, to recognise that. So that for me indicates a shift of what's happening, a recognition that something needs to change in the culture of work to make it more appealing both to women and everybody else. So this need for a culture change brings me to my second point. We need to incorporate and express those feminine traits into business to change the way business is done and make space for women to come in and lead using the way that they do things differently, honouring the different contribution that women make. Now this is my favourite subject, and so I am delighted to be presenting some events and workshops which I'd love you to join me at. Do look at the link below and see where I'll be speaking and teaching. And in my women's leadership workshop, I'll be looking at three things. Firstly, I'll be looking at the global role of women and what our role in transformation is, looking at that big picture and what we can specifically do to make the organisations that we work in much more profitable. Secondly, I'm going to be looking at the new business practices that will transform the culture of work. And thirdly, we'll look at how women can change the game, challenge the status quo to make things significantly different, not just for women, but for everybody, for everybody's benefit. I mean, that's what really needs to happen, that huge transformation. Join me at one of my events. I'd love to see you, because this, for me, is a really important conversation, and I know that you're going to get great benefit from being part of that conversation too. I know you're going to find something that will help you transform where you work.